mentioned the Masters, and I wanted to lead off, of course, with that. And how much of the tournament did you get to see over the weekend? I got to watch. I actually went to a birthday party on Saturday, and it was a Masters themed birthday party for a 1-year-old of all things. But it was really set up pretty nice, and we were fortunately had the Masters on all the TVs. We were able to kind of watch it a little bit on Saturday, but I was just kind of peeking in every now and then and get a chance to really focus in on it. What are your overall impressions from the tournament? Of course, with Rory McIlroy coming away with a second straight victory.
You know, I didn't watch. I watched Sunday. I kept up. You know, I had my Masters app open all weekend long, keeping up with who was doing well, but it was just hard to find time to sit down and watch. Great tournament. You know, if you look for the entire back nine, you know how they have the little names in the lower right-hand corner, the leaderboard up? For the entire back nine, numbers 1, 2, and 3 in the world were on that list. So, you know, the best came to play. It was, I don't know that people realize how difficult it is to do what Rory just did. Is just phenomenal, winning it in back-to-back years. I don't know. I thought it was a great tournament and was impressed by him because the way he started, I kind of thought, oh, I know Rory's won one of these, but here comes typical Rory kind of derailing. And he was steady. He got the lead back and then just stayed steady. And Scheffler was just a little too far to get back. That was the difference, I think. No one else could stay steady like Rory could.
Yeah, I was following it a little bit as well. And I agree with you on that, of course. And you mentioned the historical part of it, the back-to-backs, you know, being the fourth one ever in history to do it. And I mean, when you talk about the rare era that he's in there with guys like Nicklaus and Tiger Woods and you know, being just one of the four, but you know, as I was thinking about what I wanted to talk about today in terms of this, and I want us to both answer this question: what is his status now as an all-time great? Right? I mean, you win 2 Masters, you get put in that conversation, right? And but I don't think we can answer that question without truly appreciating, as you said, how difficult it is to do what he's just did. And I say that in light of just anyone who's ever taken a golf club and gone out and played a round of golf and know how difficult it is with no pressure at all, other than what you put on yourself, right? To do some of what these guys, not just Rory, but these guys do on a week-to-week basis, and then, you know, bring it all together at the Masters, and you see him. I mean, he hits a ball behind a tree there on 18, and you know, I'm throwing clubs at that point,
right?
When that happens, or I've got a special old club in my bag that I'm going to hit because I don't want to hit my nice new clubs off of the pine straw, right?
Right. Yeah.
Rory goes up there and goes and wins the Masters despite all of that. And
yeah,
I don't think we understand. I had one of my topics that I took off. What is the most, and I want us to go into more detail on this on another show, but what is the most difficult sports skill to master out there that anyone can master? And a couple of things come to mind. Number one, to me, is a baseball hitter having to hit a 100-mile-an-hour fastball that's coming at you at 100 miles per hour, right? I mean, I think
yes,
we would all agree, as far as a skill goes, it takes a very special talent to be able to do that.
Agree.
The other one, though, after again kind of thinking about the Masters on this Monday after, it may be being a dominant golfer at the highest level, because there's so many things that go into this. The weather conditions, the course itself, and and you know this as well as a follower of golf, a golf swing, it only takes a minuscule glitch in that swing to mess everything up. That's the frustrating part of everything. You can feel as good as you want, but man, if you roll those wrists over just slightly, if you open that club face microscopically, it's going to affect everything you do. So the fact that these guys can do this consistently at the highest level is one of the most impressive things I've ever seen.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. I mean, I think I'll go even one further is golf's one of the few sports that, you know, basketball, it's my favorite. Your shot's not falling. Defense and rebounding, things like that, you just need effort. You just need effort. That's what you need. Golf, you cannot say, well, I'll try harder and then it'll start going better. Sometimes you can hit a shot perfectly and it ends up terrible. Like the number of times I've played golf where I'm like, I hit that way too well for me to be where I am right now. You can't get better by trying harder. You just got to mentally just stay the course and trust that doing everything this way is eventually going to work out, but sometimes it doesn't. It's challenging.
The whole nature of it that is fascinating to me as well, because again, you're standing in the middle of a piece of grass. You've got thousands of people watching you, millions watching you on TV, and there's that one moment where everything gets silent, and it's you and the golf ball.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie, that would terrify me.
Yeah.
To have that kind of pressure every single shot, whether it's Thursday or Sunday. And I never am ceased to be amazed by what these guys pull off in those situations. Just think about the mental strain of everything. And I mean, it's fascinating to watch to me. It's just fascinating to watch how a professional golfer can make a living at doing that. A
Completely
pretty good living,
agree.
if you're Rory McIlroy. And so again, congratulations to him. It begs this question, and I already heard this on some shows this morning. You know, is he the best golfer of this generation? And I think that's kind of hard to answer because Scottie Scheffler is a pretty good golfer. You know, I would venture to say he had an off weekend this week, at least the first couple of rounds, and he was right there at the end. Right, he was once 12 shots back on Saturday.
Yeah.
And here he is right at the end. And I don't know, man. It's really hard to say who's best at this point. I know Scottie's ranked number 1 in the world, but you have to kind of consider Rory at least in that conversation. And he's somewhat of a controversial, kind of a lightning rod kind of figure, which I think kind of adds to his aura a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I think right now, I mean, it depends on how you want to look at it. Right now, Scottie's still the best golfer in the world. I don't think he may have just finally figured it out. That guy was not playing well heading into Augusta, and he made the cut, but nobody was really he wasn't in contention. Nobody thought. And then Saturday happens, and all of a sudden you're reminded that, oh, wait, at any point he's in contention. But I'm more looking at the historical aspect of this and what this means for Rory, because I don't know, man. I look at him and it's tough, right? You've got, of course, Jack Nicklaus, Tiger Woods. They're the top 2 all time. It's also tough because you've got guys like Ben Hogan and Walter Hagen, and it's like this is like a different era. I don't really know how to compare this. But from yours and mine time of keeping up with golf, I don't think there's any question the top 3 are Jack and Tiger. Whoever you want to put first, whoever you want to put second. I think Rory's third. I really do. He's got 6 majors. He's got back-to-back Masters. He has won the Grand Slam. He's won every major you can win. So he's won in all different contexts. I don't know. I think he's that high. I really do.
Yeah, I think that's hard to argue, and especially now, coming off of this back-to-back, that's like as dominant golfers as we've seen over the years in my lifetime, even to be one of only 4 to get this thing back-to-back. that says a whole lot about where he's at and on that list. And now, again, we talked about the pressure. I mean, he's going to have the pressure now coming into next year. Can he get 3 in a row? Right. I mean, so that's going to be added on to everything else that a golfer has to think of. So I'm already ready for the Masters next year just to kind of see how that plays out. But anyway, yeah, it was a great tournament. I think everything worked out. As you can see, it's a beautiful place behind me here as I'm virtually on the 18th green at the Masters. It's about as close as I'll ever get to it. You fortunately have been one of the select few, I think, to have actually been there. So anyway, it's a great time, and now golf season has officially started.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Next up is the PGA and
PGA coming up pretty fast, actually.
Next month.